Okay, welcome back in my video. So I prepared a very unusual video from me today, and I would like to show you on camera. I'm making just very tasty pasta, let's say pasta from this dough, and you could see that it's very full of fiber because it is basically only I put inside. Yes, here is the content, or here is the content of the dough. Maybe I spent already one half, and this is or after one half spending, I've decided to make this video because it's very health lifestyle, and I would like to share this health lifestyle with you because many people are suffering on different diseases, and basically the basic principle of staying healthy is to eat healthy food, and this dough is made from very specific flour. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know this. And this specific flour, okay, is not white, yeah, like you are addicted in common, let's say, shitty meal or shitty foods, but it is very dark. Because why it's so dark? Because it is almost pure fiber. And what I would like to tell you, that in our country, the people, the companies who are milling the flour, they are so stupid. They use this as a waste for, let's say, some uneatable products, or maybe for fermenting alcohol or things like this. But this is really golden thing for me, because it's very good for processing. You could see that I can process very nice boilies. I call it boilies because it looks like boilies for carps, hunting or fishing, basically, not hunting. And I put the preparation is very simple. I put one cherry in each bowl, and then I play a little bit to be shape nice, and then I put it into this. Yes, when shape is nice, okay, when there is eruption, I can correct it very easily. And what is the content? The content is basically very simple. 2 middle-sized potatoes. Then you put salt, because salt is but only Himalayan salt, of course, they're not normal salt, because normal salt is like toxic salt. I call it like toxic salt, you know. But Himalayan, this very nature salt, it's not so salty like this commonly used refined salt, which is very much more salty than the Himalayan one. Okay, and 2 potatoes, little bit one let's say coffee spoon of salt into these 2 potatoes, and eggs. You put eggs. You can put as many eggs as you wish. I put 5 eggs or 4 eggs, I don't know. Okay, let me check. 4, 3, 1, 2, probably 4 eggs. But you can put even 2 eggs. If eggs are expensive in your country, you don't need to waste so many eggs. And then you create it. Then you put this flour inside to have, let's say, good plasticity. I would like to say that elasticity or whatsoever, that you can feel comfortable and confident with your creations, you know. This is like that. When I put too much, it will be not monolithic. It will be disrupting. So now it's exactly what I need, the quality of the doubt. And you just play very very simple like this way, and you create a lot of such very nice, very tasty products. Okay. And then I put them into freezer to freezing them. Then when they are freezed, like very freeze, I put them into plastic bags whatsoever, and I can create some, let's say, some portions for basically divided by 7 or 10 or how many you would like to eat, or how much you would like to eat. And then these bags I put back to the fridge, to the freezer, not fridge, but no, basically it's part of the fridge, at least in my refrigerator. Okay, so I need the next portion. Okay. Okay, somehow like this way. Okay. And basically it's very tasty when you, and how to prepare it, you have basically two options. Faster and simpler option is to just to put them into boiled water and to boil them till they are not coming up. We say that this is signal that it's overboiled also inside. When they are coming up on the water, you can stop the boiling. And the second I like much more is that you put onto pan and you put a little bit butter, and you are frightening but on the butter, but very slightly frightening, because butter you can damage a lot of things when you over frighten the butter, because butter is yes, pure natural fat, and it is like that, it doesn't like to be over frightened so much. Yeah, but boiling is reliable. And there is also a third way to do something in between that. You put a little bit water at the beginning on the pan, and also butter. Butter is dissolved in the water, but water is vaporized. Then during boiling is vaporized. You also cover it by pot, or this lid, not pot but lid. You cover it by lid and you wait. Even there is a lid, the water is slightly vaporized, because we are talking only about only few milliliters of water, just to be steam inside. And basically the steam is overboiled you, the balls overboiled, and then the butter at the end, the butter is sucked inside, and you have such a butter taste. But this requires more experience, because when you put too much power on your fire, case it should be having more or less damaging consequences. Okay, and this I put into the fridge in the freezer, basically, like it is. Therefore I'm using such cartridges. Yes, and it's very simple and very tasty, and it's very good to have them like handy, because you can create once a lot of them, and then you can spend it over the winter time or whatsoever. Or of course, by the way, you can use also fresh cherries, and everything can be used in fresh way. But in that case you have to consider one very important thing. Yes, you can use this fresh. Sorry, I'm concentrating on creating nice shapes and not on what I'm talking. Fresh cherries are much greater than the sterilized cherries, but we don't have fresh cherries, so we use sterilized cherries because now it's January. I think that everywhere in the world is January. Maybe when I will update, or when I update this video, will be later than January, maybe some springtime, but I hope that I'll be fast, because then I have a lot of rests. I'm just creating videos and people need to use this knowledge, especially because this is basic principle of healthy lifestyle. It has also almost no like common things. I don't know how to say them in English, but these things which are disaster to your stomach, which are content of common white flour. Yes, there are such contents, we call them lepok, but I don't know how to say in English. But it's like lactose is in milk, and the lactose milk is healthier, they say, but many people are allergic, and the same content is in white flour. I don't know why they use white flour, because really I'm missing the sense of some things in the world. Why they persuade people to use the things which consequently the same institutions declare that they are unhealthy. This I don't understand. Like margarine. Margarine is hydrogenized oil, where is process very similar to creating diesel from oil. Yes, it's very similar process. You have no life, and you have nothing natural in the margarine fat. It's basically chemistry, kind of chemistry, synthetic chemistry, nothing else, and it's disaster on your health, because you probably know that what is the problem of margarine fat. The problem is that the melting point is over 45 degrees. In spite of all other natural fats, where melting point is 40 degrees, slightly above 40 degrees. So your body, how does it work? Your body your body works in a very smart way, that if there is something like thrombosis or some obstacles in your heart, the body immediately increases, you becomes into fevers. And these fevers, the root cause of the fevers are thrombosis. There are also other root causes, but one of the most important signal for your body is thrombosis occurrence, and they try to dissolve the thrombosis by the higher temperature. Yes, and this is the why you have higher temperature when you are uh, in front of heart attack. You know, because your body wants to melt everything what is melted about 40, let's say 41 degrees, but problem is that your body is unable to generate 45 degrees Celsius, and even your body generates slightly some temperature slightly about 40 degrees. There is still zero chance to melt down the fats caused by hydrogenized fats. It means like margarine or what so, and so on and so on. So these margarines are staying all the time in your venom system, in your cardiovascular system, and therefore you need a special treatment. There are another, let's say, pills and injections applied to make venom system. Basically principle is to make venom system wider, like this is like contracted and this is like extracted, or yes, make them wider. This is the first thing. And the second thing, pills which decrease the viscosity of your blood. These two factors can help you immediately, but this is not from my point of view, this is not systematic solution. It's only solution for current time, but systematic solution is to change your lifestyle. Because pills, it's always not good when you are taking pills for a longer time than 1 month, maybe 14 days. The best way is not to taking pills either, but if you need to save your body, yes, from time to time we need to take pills, but not longer than couple of days, but not like systematically that till your end day. This is not very good. And much greater is to consider about yourself, that how you are living, because now there are a lot of information on the web that how to live in a good quality or in a good manner. Okay, I need one more. So there are a lot of information on the internet indeed. Just to search and try to keep these recommendations, and you will feel much better, much greater. Maybe no anybody is reactive in the same way, but you have to test that what is good, what is not good for you. For me, is very beneficial to have from time to time to have starving, like fasting periods, that I try to eat nothing, and even little bit hours, like 36-hour fasting is having a really great progress on my health, because all inflammations, everything is decreased, and also my body, there are stabilized a lot of things. Yes, there are stabilized a lot of things. And then you have to of course continue with this very high quality food, not with that you finish this fasting and you start to eat whatsoever is around you. Yes, and especially you start to your first walk or drive will be to the restaurant, or to a restaurant. Sorry, I wanted to say to the some concrete restaurant, but maybe they could ban my video, so I wouldn't like to say, because maybe it is not the worst. It is not the worst. It is just presented that it is the worst kind, but the truth can be really different. Mm. Yeah, but the best restaurant is, you know what is the best restaurant? This is my question. The best restaurant is your garden. really your garden, what gives you your garden. This is also not from my garden because I have a very small garden and now it's under shadow almost all the garden because my neighborhood built up a big house at the close to the fence, and the sun is lighting towards or is not lighting towards his house. So I have behind the house I have my garden and there is almost shadow uh, currently. But even small garden can give you a lot of products. You have to test. You have to test always that what is suitable for your garden. It depends on the conditions, where you are situated, and etc. etc. And don't worry that if you are not successful with, like my case is the case, with growing up tomatoes or things like this, which are very, very requiring so much sun and hot days, because also a lot of herbs are very important in your metabolism. And I found that in my garden, okay, I have no conditions anymore due to this neighborhood activity. I have no more conditions for growing up the tomatoes, but never mind, never mind. I'm not crying because there are other conditions in my garden nowadays to growing up a lot of herbs, especially beer garlic. Yes, it is very first herb and it requires only minimum sunshine. Yeah, maybe I don't know if I'm able to do it like this way. Maybe yes. And I can always switch on to the other things, but if you have at least a little garden, you are a winner in that time, because whatsoever you buy from supermarkets like cabbage or whatsoever carrot is without vitamins and minerals. It's just synthetic product. I can tell you this and I can tell you how I found this. I usually go for my holiday trip to Montenegro, and couple of years I'm eating or I'm buying the carrot because I need to eat a lot of carrots when I exposed to sun, because it's very important antioxidant against different kind of cancers caused by sun or sun shining, and I like sun shining, so I eat carrot as the best thing, the best safety precautions. And when I buy carrot in the Montenegro, I found that the taste is absolutely different. And I remembered this taste very, very exactly. I remembered this was really hard archive in my deep hard archive in my brain, that I remembered immediately that this is the same taste like it used to be the taste during socialistic era, where probably carrot was really carrot and not GMD or this genetically modified, yes, GM modification, GM bullshits. But maybe GM bullshit, and also the other thing is that they use chemistry only few elements, but carrot needs maybe thousands of different elements, and they put just NPK. It means that nitrite, phosphor, and kalium, and that's all basically. And basically the carrot is so thick, really so thick, and it's incredible big. like I cannot even more than this camera, incredible big, incredible crazy big elements, but without any taste. It is like this. Maybe I wouldn't like to say that it's like grass, because maybe grass can be even tastier. And I made one experiment. I put this carrot, I peeled the carrot and put these peels to my hands, and they refused it. They refused it because they couldn't recognize that it's biological, that there is nothing probably biological, any biological value. But anyway, eat the carrot, because at least even if there is like zero, like neutral, that you have no any benefit, you have no any also like anti-benefit, that something bad you are eating. So this is my recommendation, even if you can't feel the benefit from the carrot. Okay, and that's all. We have prepared everything, and this is the end of this very small video at the evening. Now I'm going to clean everything, and here is, yes, here is the flour, which I am using, and this is a very beneficial thing, but it's very hard to obtain this flour. I always go directly to mills, where are the big mills, and I'm asking for this flour. But you cannot say that you would like to eat it, because they immediately recognize that you would like to be healthy, and they also recognize that you are not going to buy this common white flour. So you have to be very clever against them, and you have to come and tell them some kind of story that why you need this flour, and then they give you 25 kilo back. 25 kilo is more than enough, even for big family for 1 year, because we don't need to eat so much. And yes, for me, I'm offering to everybody, but people are very suspicious that if it doesn't look like flour, that if it's not some toxic material or what, I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's all from my side. Thank you very much for watching my video, and have a nice day, and have a nice and healthy day, healthy life. This is very important. Bye bye. So hello everybody again in my video. Basically this is the second part after freezing of the cherry balls. I would like to call them cherry balls because we put one cherry into each bowl, and after the freezing we can prepare, let's say, certain portions by moving packaging the balls into small bags, plastic bags, and put them again into the freezer. And it depends on ourselves that how big packages we would like to prepare, but I also put a few of them aside because I would like to boil them after then. Let's say 5, okay, plus 4, somehow like this is enough portion for whole day meal, and the rest I can split into 3 bags and put back in the freezer. So basically this is the process. Okay, this is the process of preparation of the very rational, high quality and very high reachability on fiber, because this is 100% fiber basically. Where is the camera? This is 100% of fiber, and it is very healthy to eat such high quality products, especially in this time when we are having a huge lack of high quality products. Okay, so I think that it's okay, and basically I do it like this way. I just twist it a couple of times. Okay, and then we can go back into the freezer. The next one do the same process. Okay, and the last one do the same process. Okay, so, and here we have almost boiled water. You can put salt or boil without salt. Because of I'm using very expensive Himalayan salt, which is not refined, it's purely natural. Okay, you could see even the ferric Fe elements inside and things like this, maybe, yeah, without light. The color is more natural. Okay. And because of I'm using this salt, I put the salt directly into the product and never put into the water, which is going to be poured out to the sewage and all this expensive salt as well. So when the water is boiling, we just put, okay, like this way into the boiled water, put the lid back on and boil. Let's say it depends on yourself, but 2 or 3 minutes, even 1 minute should be enough. There is a certain rule that when it's swimming on the bottom, but this is so healthy that the flour what we were using on it is so highlighted that it's swimming on the top of the water even from the beginning time, so you cannot recognize if it's done or not done. But it doesn't, it depends on yourself, but as you are patient, if you would like to have a little bit more overboiled, you can leave it even more than 2 minutes, but sometimes when there is the pasta, if the pasta is not good quality, it can be disappeared in the boiled water. So this is like a little bit risk. So thank you very much and enjoy your natural and rational and very healthy meal. Bye bye.